Convoys travelling to the Troida military workshop require armed escorts, and escort personnel are not available at this time.
So, you're telling me we've got your whole blasted empire behind us, and you can't even find... Oh, sir, I didn't mean... Obviously, the might of the empire is focused on more urgent, activities. Yes, glory to the empire.
Please, please, don't hesitate. I would love to know how you truly feel.
What? That is how I truly feel. I'm only frustrated that my factory may soon be unable to contribute its share to our glorious empire.
Birkin's frustration is understandable, though misdirected. The Troida military workshop requires fresh supplies for its wartime operations. Supplies are shipped from here by due-back convoy. The resistance forces responsible for the raids against our Troida convoys are encamped in a series of caves nearby. Reconnaissance teams have finally pinpointed the location of this resistance encampment. Given your extensive abilities, you could eliminate this threat once and for all.
That doesn't seem overly complicated.
The mission will have two primary objectives. Objective 1 is to eliminate resistance forces and defensive emplacements in the area. The second objective is to retrieve a set of stolen Imperial power regulators that the Resistance is using and destroy their main generator.
There will be no survivors.
We will await your return. Good luck.
Not hard. Give me a real fight.
Stop! Please! Wait! We need this generator. If you destroy it, we'll all die.
Who are you?
My name is Men. My village was raised in the war. The few of us who survived came here to find shelter. Please, we are not part of the Resistance. We haven't hurt anyone. We just need someplace to go when our homes were destroyed.
The generator has to be destroyed, regardless of the situation.
I'm begging you. We won't survive without power. And we have nowhere else to go. Can't you just leave the generator running?
I suppose there's no harm in leaving the generator with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Don't give me cause to rethink this.
We won't. I swear it. Thanks again.
There is nothing further. The Empire's interests in this sector will see marked improvement thanks to your actions. Good day.
These blasted Balmorrans have no idea what's good for them. They should have fallen to their knees in gratitude when we first offered to bring them into the glory of the Empire.
One way or the other, we will bring them to their knees.
Well said, my lord. Perhaps you wouldn't mind assisting me with a small problem. Last week, those wretched rebels managed to reprogram the defense turrets around Sobrik to detect and target Imperial troops. The engineers I sent to fix them were massacred. My only hope is to find someone willing to brave both the rebels and the turrets themselves to repair them.
These rebels must learn they have no chance against the Empire.
Thank you. The turrets are scattered around the perimeter of the city and guarded well by rebel spies. You'll need to use this to neutralize their defenses, then upload this code to allow us to reprogram the proper targets. Those rebels will pay for their impertinence with their lives.
The turrets are ready for reprogramming.
Hail the Emperor! I owe you my thanks and far more. The Corps of Engineers will more than compensate you for your service. Now those rebels will see how lucky they are to be part of the glorious Empire.
Praise the Emperor. My lord, you don't know the relief it is to see you. You are the answer to a problem that has gone from insulting me to threatening the entire Empire.
You seem to have an inflated idea of your importance to the Empire.
My name is Gan Sakol. I'm a senior science officer here at Troida. Perhaps you've heard of my involvement in the Protactinian bomber design. No matter. It would only help you understand the sensitive nature of what I do, the secrets I'm privy to.
I save my respect for people who can hurt me.
You will hold me in even less esteem when I finish my tale. My foolishness may have allowed a top-secret design for our blaster power system to fall into Republic hands.
If you violated your clearance, you're a traitor to the Empire.
I have done nothing, save give in to passions better left to younger men. My father warned me. He said, "A pretty girl can do more damage with a smile than a Sith with a lightsaber." But let me be direct. I am not the traitor. My wife is the one who betrayed first me, then our empire.
I hope you plan to elaborate.
I should never have brought Kalara to this forsaken backwater. I was so hopeful when she finally stopped complaining. But no, she found her own entertainment. His name is Harez Bant. He's a thug, clears the trash at the cantina in Sobrik. Imperial intelligence believes he's a spy, and I am certain beyond doubt that he's the one who has the design plans that disappeared from my bedroom drawer.
If he's got those plans, he won't see tomorrow.
Thank you, my lord. I cannot say what it means to have one of the very arms of the Dark Council on my side. The plans must be recovered before Harez sells them to the Republic. He should be at the cantina now. I will gladly give you as great a reward as I can muster should you dispose of this refuse. Then I will deal with my wife.
Evening, mistress. What can I offer to wet your throat and bring a smile to your lips?
A mug of your best. Then tell me where to find Harez Bant.
Men were looking for him yesterday, too. Imperial intelligence. Whatever he did, I don't want to know. Harris, leave the girls alone and get over here. Someone wants you.
Hello, mistress. How can I make your day a little more exciting?
Like you made Kalara Sakol's day more exciting.
Kalara. Can't say I recall that one. There was a girl last night. These spikes like little thorns all down her neck. I've never even seen an alien like... Well, I guess that's not who you're here about.
Give me the plans, and you go home with your head.
Okay. You're talking about the package I snagged from the Sakol girl, right? Good looker, that one. But not much between the ears. Anyway, here they are. It's just some data disks. I don't even know what's on them.
Don't move from that spot.
Hey, you've got the stash. We're done here.
Try not to bleed all over the discs.
Not in my cantina!
No!
You look satisfied. I hope it's because the wretched spy who stole my blaster designs lies dead on his own floor.
You should not be so careless with your secrets next time.
I shall guard them as closely as I guard my heart. But what of Kalara? Did you question him as to her role in this affair?
I thought stopping the spy outranked saving your marriage.
True. Though with no proof to the contrary, I must assume Kalara is also guilty of espionage. If you haven't tired of my sordid tale, perhaps you could undertake one more task.
I'd have to hear more about it first.
If the authorities learned of Kalara's folly, it would ruin the good name of this office, shut us down for months of investigation. All the while, the Resistance would be gaining strength.
Don't ask me to cover up a crime.
No, not cover up. The penalty for aiding a spy is death. Kalara deserves no less. I have been considering how best to end this disaster. It should be quiet, quick, something that can be blamed on the rebels, no questions asked.
I've got a talent for that.
Let me call Kalara. I will tell her you are to escort her to my colleague Garboza at the Imperial outpost. The route has many isolated spots, suitable for rebel ambush.
Oh, is it time?
My dear, this woman will serve as your bodyguard on your trip to the outpost. Garboza asked me to thank you for your assistance at such short notice.
One never knows what companions life's journey will provide.
Ooh, a philosopher. This should be fun.
Leave for the transit point now, Kalara. She will find you there.
I love you too.
Go then. When you find yourselves alone, you can put an end to her treason. And my marriage.
You can count on my discretion.
Just be kind about it. I loved her once. It is best our names not be linked after this. When the deed is done, go to Officer Garboza at the outpost. He'll have your reward. You need not say what it's for.
You must be here for Officer Sir Cole's wife. He said to expect you. One moment.
Gan doesn't usually go out of his way to see me protected. Is this going to be so dangerous? Or are you really just my chaperone?
I've never been much for staying out of trouble.
Honey, Gan's got a thing for that type. Let's get going. Why are you looking around so much? Like that? It's like you're looking for someone. Are you expecting an attack? Why did Gan send an armed escort when I'm just going to the outpost?
What was the nature of your relationship with the Republic spy?
Republic spy? What are you talking about?
Are you denying you slept with Harez Bant?
Good grief, is this about Harez? Yes, I slept with him, and the slime never even picked up a comlink after that. Is Gan such a baby that he'd frame me for treason because I slept around? Treason? Seriously? Tell Gan that Harez is a jerk and I've broken it off. If he had the guts, he would ask me himself.
Your boyfriend has known connections to Republic intelligence.
I don't know anything about that. The guy told me he was a pilot. Look, can't you just talk to him or something? He wouldn't really kill me for this, would he?
I let you go, and he'll just send someone else. You should get off planet by nightfall.
But where will I go? Everything I own is here. I mean, thank you, but over one night? One lousy night?
Well, if it isn't the best paid engineering consultant on Balmorra. Oh, my lord, I didn't realize. I mean, no one told me you would be Sith. My apologies for the familiarity. But if you don't mind me asking, what is someone like you doing working for Officer Sir Cole?
How much is it worth for you to know about it?
I could add a little something on top of this, for information that lets me pass Officer Sir Cole at the next evaluation. Call it a tip. 15%.
Officer Sir Cole hired me to kill his wife and her rebel boyfriend.
Pretty little Kalara had Republic leanings, hmm? Oh, that is not going to look good to the clearance board at all. Thank you. Next time you see me, I may be working Troider instead of this bit.
Ah, the apprentice. I was wondering when you'd reach the front lines. I'm Fixer 66. I'm with the operations branch of Imperial Intelligence, and if you have a moment, I'd like to show you something.
I see you're monitoring communications. What more should I know?
On the left is an ordinary Republic comm unit issued to Resistance fighters. You've probably seen hundreds before. This other one is a Republic comm unit that has undergone some surgery. Please look, don't touch. The second one contains a ½ kilo of high explosive that detonates when the talk button is pressed.
A cruel joke. Better still, an effective one.
The plan is to take a few of these sabotaged comm units behind the Resistance's lines and plant them on their dead. The Resistance should soon salvage the comms and take them back to their headquarters. The resulting explosions will cripple and panic them. We'd prefer someone like you to take point. Someone who won't break if captured and who can go without reinforcements. Can you do this?
Let's get it done.
Head over to our technical man, a Balmorra local we drafted. The men call him Toybox. He'll give you the ordnance and show you how to transport it safely.
Fixer 66 called with the details. I've got your comm units rigged and ready to go. Oh, my name's Toybox, or that's what they call me. I used to make... Well, never mind. Quite a plan the Fixer's got. What do you think of it?
I like it. It exterminates the Resistance in their nests.
The Resistance? Or anyone else that picks up the comm unit. He's assuming soldiers will be the ones stripping any Resistance bodies, but civilians pick over bodies all the time. Refugees, sympathizers, sometimes you'll even see children do it.
It's regrettable. Unfortunately, no one makes a child-proof bomb.
No, but it's more practical to kill a soldier than a civilian, right? We want a high-value target. While I was making the bombs, I remembered I had some empty grenade casings lying around. Now, a comm unit anyone will activate. But if we trapped a grenade to explode when armed, only soldiers will be in the blast. What would you think of that?
Has it occurred to you that Fixer's plan relies on you obeying his orders?
I'm sorry, I was just trying to show some initiative, my lord. Here are the trapped comm units. They're disarmed until this channel is set to 5. Just set them and walk away. Fixer 66 will be monitoring Resistance comm frequencies. Talk to him when it's done.
There's been chatter on the Resistance frequencies while you were off planting the ordnance. The Resistance has set off 3 bombs so far. The first blast sent them scattering. Then, of course, they attempted to stay in touch via comm unit, so you can imagine the results. Quite a successful operation.
Has there been any collateral damage?
Positively. One of the comm units wasn't far from their medical bay, and we think some teenager had the second one. Both are good. Without a medical bay, Resistance wounded will suffer, and the boy will serve as a lesson for looters. And with the investigation they'll have to launch to discover our method, we'll be ahead for quite some time.
Trying to raise them. I may have another avenue. My lord, I'm Major Taris, commander of the 2nd Battalion. We have an emerging situation. I have need of your assistance and your discretion. We have a rescue operation that must be mounted immediately.
What's your plan?
We need someone who can get on the ground and contact Besh Company's missing 1st Platoon. We sent them into the Akara droid factory for a covert electronic operation. 8 hours ago, their communications blacked out, which means the droids are onto them.
What are the chances that close to Akara?
I'll be frank. Other than grass, the soldiers are the only living things within a click of that factory. That's the droid's protocol. Nothing survives. So when I say I need you to find 1st Platoon, I mean it.
It would be an honor.
Their ranking officer is Lieutenant Rutau. If the droid's got him, then please, Take command and lead the unit back.
Get down! The droid patrols will spot you. Apologies for shouting, my lord. But if they find one of us, they'll find all of us. I'm Lieutenant Rutau, 5th Infantry, 2nd Battalion Besh Company. I'd say 1st Platoon, but there isn't one anymore.
Your ankle is charred down to the bone. You need a medevac out of here.
Oh, that. I knocked over a droid and he shot me from the ground while I was slagging the others. That faceless one there is him. It was one of the many droid patrols from the Okara factory. They spotted us uploading a virus, surrounded us. It was ruthless. Droids aren't like people. They don't retreat. They don't accept surrender. They just keep exterminating. So now it's up to me.
Is there nothing I can do to help?
No, I can shoot and move. I think some of the bone is still intact. If I can ambush enough patrols of battle droids, I can upload my packets and run before my painkiller wears off. What else can I do? I'm not going to ask you to go where I wouldn't.
Your courage is admirable, but unnecessary. Give me the viruses.
You do have a maneuverability advantage. If you're keen to do it, I guess that's best. Here are the virus packets. Your targets are the probe droids that travel with patrol escorts of battle droids. Destroy the battle droids, then use this security spike to crack the probes. They'll upload the viruses right into their network. You're alive. And not only that, my comlink is picking up signals again. Is everything uploaded?
That network should be choking on malicious programs.
Now it's my turn. I'll aim our scanners at the Okara droid factory to measure the extent of the damage the virus has caused. If the computer core shuts the probes down, I can record how long a window that creates for future assaults.
Would it matter if I told you to go back to base and get medical attention?
Sure, and I will. Their anti-air defenses should be compromised, so I'll creep out of here when it's safe. I cannot express what your success will mean. Not to me, I'm nothing, but to the families of the men who died for this mission. Those soldiers did not fail their empire, nor did their empire fail them.
Lieutenant Rutau reported in. He says you completed the platoon's objective alone.
Rutau is too humble. He expended great effort to carry on the mission.
We will recover him when possible. Now, a new development demands attention. Our battalion may have been unable to assist the platoon at Okara, but I assure you they were not sitting idle. Auric and Kresh companies, and the remainder of Besh, simultaneously invaded rebel posts in Broken Valley. They found something.
This success does not seem to have eased your mind.
I am anticipating the next conflict, my lord. It could prove equally as dangerous. Our droids went through the rebel databanks and pulled out messages about them occupying a tunnel network we call Cave 52. The rebels are in Broken Valley, and they're moving in cargo. All indications are that this load is special.
Bombs work wonders on caves. Have you contacted the Air Force?
No. We want the cave contents undamaged. The rebels transferred in elite units. This is something they don't want us to have. If our whole battalion comes knocking, they'll evacuate immediately. We'll need a small, fast attack to get inside K-52. The guerrillas know the tunnels quite well, so I suspect they have ambush points.
It doesn't matter where they hide. Their fate will be the same.
Good. Word will spread about the captured posts, so I would head to Broken Valley immediately. We'll have a surveillance officer monitoring K-52's largest entrance. His name is Trecht. When you've seen the cargo, report to him, and he'll contact me on a secure frequency. Go in strength.
I hear your exploits with Lieutenant Davril went well. I hope you didn't find him crass, my lord. Unlike my esteemed colleague, I do not base my mission's success on the decibel level of the explosions. Breaking the spirits of a resistance movement is like cooking a fine meal.
So, what are the ingredients for this mission?
The Resistance has the people's backing. We must crush the spirits of the people to crush the Resistance. No doubt Lieutenant Davrill told you that they've brought in cyborg mercenaries from off-world, using an experimental new drop technology to land them on the planet. These cyborgs are killing our soldiers left and right.
In that case, I hope you have a good plan.
You'll be the judge of that, I'm sure. I believe we can catch them by surprise at this location. But here's the key. I want to send the Balmorran people a clear message. We collect the technology the cyborgs use to drop onto Balmorra and use it against them. Kill the cyborgs, collect the technology. What do you think?
You have a devious mind.
Bring me the cyborg technology, and I think the Balmorran people will get our message loud and clear.
Give me a real fight.
Word has it, the former Balmorran Minister of Defense, Vol Argon, got wind of your work destroying the generators at Nibre warehouse. He's furious. I can't wait to hear his reaction when we attack him with his own cyborg's gear. Perfect.
Maybe he'll decide to come here and fight, so I can kill him.
We'll do our utmost to provoke him. To reach the Resistance's main base, we need to push through the Gorinth wilds. But the Resistance have repelled all Imperial offensives with guerrilla attacks from this untamed and largely uncharted area. A Balmorran defector, Cavil Aaron, has agreed to help us clear out the wilds and carve a path to the Resistance's base. He's at the Gorinth Imperial outpost.
Well, well. I should have known Bessaker wouldn't let me go without a fight. But sending a Sith seems a bit like overkill. Are you here to kill me, or are you going to torture me first?
Come peacefully, and no one gets hurt.
I risked my life to defect to the Republic. You think you can scare me into returning? There are fates worse than death, and being an Imperial scientist is one of them.
Watching as I make a necklace from your entrails is another.
I won't go back to that place. You don't know what it's like. We're not expected to be men. We're machines, slaving day in and day out. No intellectual freedom, no creativity. I'm tired of building killing machines. I want to do some good for humanity. I can't go back there.
I can promise you, I'm not trying to build a killing machine.
I know better than to believe the promises of a Sith. You'll have to kill me. I'll never return to the Empire willingly.
Do this one thing for me, and I promise to get you back to the Republic.
You're serious, aren't you? What kind of a Sith are you, anyway? Okay, I'll go. But I'm holding you to your promise. I can't be away from my research here for long. We're working on a new field medical technology. Nothing special, not even classified. Here, you should try one of these.
Sith! Major Bessaker sent us in after you to collect the scientist.
Take him, but don't hurt him.
Of course. We'll see you back at Sobrik.
Sith, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm sure you're very busy. Congratulations, by the way. I heard that you found our scientist. We'll whip up that serum and get you into that toxic waste pit in no time. But there's a problem, and I need your help.
Just have the serum ready for me.
You'll get your serum, but you need to help me. It's my son. He arrived shortly after you left for the research facility, but then he went after some holocron, he called it. A few minutes ago, I got what I think was a distress call from him. He's in trouble.
He can handle himself.
Look, I didn't want to have to do this, but it sounds like I have no choice. This is my son we're talking about, and if you want your serum, you'll save him.
If you betray me, you die.
I have pull in important circles, and my brother is a high-ranking Sith. You'll listen if you know what's good for you. All this time you've been running around, we've been fighting a war. I've been more than happy to help, but not at the expense of my son's life.
It's your grave, Major.
Save your idle threats. You won't get your serum without me. We narrowed the origin of the distress call to an abandoned building near the Republic crater outpost. I'm guessing the Republic's captured him, which means a lot of fighting to free him. Good luck.